Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's live Q&A, whatever you want to call it, here at Military Collectible. So how are you all keeping? Hope you're all keeping well. I know that a lot of my buddies are away at shows and stuff this weekend, so hopefully they'll pop in. If not, we'll see how things go. As I said, we might keep the live a bit short because guys are away the weekend, but we'll wait and see. We'll see who pops in and says hello. So how is everyone keeping? The last unboxing I did, a lot of people seem to have really enjoyed that and have been asking me to do videos on that. So we will be doing some videos on it. Hello. Was it a show last weekend? Hello, Kenny Rebel. How are you? Well, I hope to be going to a show now on Sunday. It's my first Irish show that I've been to in 3 or 4 years anyway, at least. Definitely since before COVID. So that's on Sunday in the Naas Racecourse. The Irish Military Vehicles Association or Vehicle Club have one there. It's on this Sunday, so that's where I will be. So if you're around, come and say hello. If not, you're going to miss out. So that's where I will be anyway. So getting back to the unboxing I did, Danny Reese kindly gifted me a huge package. Two boxes involved in it of equipment and stuff. I had gotten stuff to do videos to make like para webbing and things like that, but other people have been asking me to do specific videos on the jungle DPMs. The sniper one is a big one. People want me to do a video on the sniper smock. So I'll possibly, if I get time at the weekend, I will put it up. The video this weekend the Sunday video is going to be a bit late because I planned on putting up the show in the Curragh or in Naas. So that's the video going to be set for Sunday, so that might be a bit late. But other than that, we will have videos up throughout the week. So I hope you've all been keeping well. Hope you've been doing good. As I said, I've been doing some filming and trying to put some stuff together. I came up with an idea for some of the stuff that Danny sent me. I'm actually going to put together a Sierra Leone impression from the time that the Irish Rangers were kidnapped or taken hostage, whatever you want to call it. Or they were actually Royal Irish Regiment. They weren't Irish Rangers. Well, they were Rangers, but the regiment wasn't the Royal Irish Regiment or Royal Irish Rangers. It was the Royal Irish Regiment. So that will be that. One para and the SAS then went in to rescue them. And the idea behind it is pretty much for the one uniform and basic equipment, you can do pretty much three different hats, 3 different cap badges, 3 different regiments. So that's what the plan is. So how are you all doing, guys? Anyway, I see the comment section has been a bit quiet. I know some of my locals are away for the weekend. I know one is definitely on holidays, and Danny is at Tankfest in the UK. And as I said, I'll be in Naas on Sunday. So that's about it. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been trying to get my car through its NCT or its MOT, whichever if you're in England. So I've had some issues with that. So that's had my week pretty much busy. The collection, as I said, all that stuff came from Danny. I'm started putting together the SAS webbing, or not the SAS webbing, the para webbing, which is slightly different. It's 58 pattern, but it is slightly different to what you will see other people wearing. So hopefully people will be interested in that. So we do have a lot coming up, and a lot will be on the show, shall we say. In the future, people have been asking me to do local documentaries again, so we will be doing that. I have one filmed. It was I could put that up at the weekend, but I try not to bombard people too much. So there will be, this live stream will be up in the morning, and there will be another video then tomorrow evening, and then, as I said, the video will be on Sunday. Will be from the Nace show. So that's it. So Kenny, what show were you actually at? What was the show you were actually at? But you're still in the UK, I think, at the minute. Let's just have a look here. Watch out, Stan's about. Hello, Stan. How are you? I hope you're on the mend. I know you've been unwell. Andrew Johnson, how are you, Andrew? Hope you're keeping well too. I just see you there. David. Yeah, I'm here, boys. How are we all doing? Oh, the notification just went out there, so people should start trickling in. So yeah, just the local museum, Suffolk Aviation Heritage Museum. That's very cool. Hi Stan and his size 5. My humper. So, why is it so hard to get stuff from South Africa? I don't know. I don't really collect anything from South Africa. I do have some Australian equipment. Mainly Australian SAS stuff, and that can be for Australian Vietnam stuff. There is I know Don Blight and some other guys do Rhodesian stuff, and they have, it's the African version of eBay. They get an awful lot of their stuff on that, but I don't do much South African stuff, so I couldn't really tell you, Tim. But yeah, South African stuff. I know that at one time was it 83 or 84? I think it was 83 pattern chest rigs and assault vest. Excuse me. Were very, very popular. I know the even British SAS at the start of the Falklands, or not the Falklands, the War on Terror, were actually wearing the 83 pattern South African chest rigs. But yeah, other than that, I couldn't really tell you because I don't really collect much South African stuff. Someone get Kenny. No one get Kenny. It's an old autovan bunker. Maybe you mean aviation bunker, autovan bunker. What is everyone doing? As I said, Dave, I'm going to a show on Sunday, the Nace Racecourse military show, which is the Irish Military Vehicles Association, their show. Hello, David, Andrew, Kenny, and everyone else. Doing, and David. Hi, guys. Yeah, so that's my plan. I have almost finished my Falklands SAS impression. I'm just still waiting on one or two bits and pieces to come up from that. That I have got in England. I just need to get them over. I have been invited back to some more shows in England, so fingers crossed. We'll wait and see. My work schedule and family stuff at home that dictates whether I'll get to England again this year, but I do plan on definitely making one more show, possibly two. We'll wait and see. But life comes first. This is a hobby, so I can't I can't neglect that, shall we say. Just got another pair of World War One Frengel German binoculars for £17. Very cool, Stan. I know you must have a savage or a huge banner collection, or not binocular collection at this stage. I get a set of South African pattern 70 Weapon. It's bomb-proof. Yeah. Is that, it's like the brown vest type one? I do remember seeing them a lot. I think they've gotten very expensive compared to what they used to be. Autovan is US military communication system from Cold War. Oh, okay. Okay, Kenny. Yeah. Were you doing American stuff, Kenny, or were you doing what years do you actually represent, Kenny? I know you do American Cold War stuff. Dave does Cold War, East German. Andrew does pretty much everything from World War II to the present day. No, it's like 58 pattern webbing on steroids. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Webbing. Think I'm 25 plus binoculars, less than I had before, and less than I think Andrew Johnson. Andrew, do you collect binoculars as well? I do have my binoculars up there actually that Stan gifted me a long time ago now at this stage. But one of the first exchanges that myself and Stan did, he sent me a pair of binoculars, which was I wasn't even expecting them, which was very nice of him. I think they're World War II actually, my ones. I'm off to Herver Castle for the weekend. I will be mostly observer corps looking for German radars. I will be doing the Back Bear and Fez. 1980s. Okay, Kenny. Was U.S. Air Force Police. Kenny, were U.S. Air Force Police? Or what do they call them now? Security forces? Yep, 1 eye and 40 plus sets of binos. 1 eye and 40 sets. You should be not. Are they not monoculars then at that stage? I must actually just refresh my brain to what the date of the binoculars that Stan gave me. It's a civilian case that Stan gave me, but it does the job. 1940. Stan gave me them. Kindly gifted me them. They're British, I believe. Yeah, they're British. You can see the date there on it. Focus camera. It's just here. Date 1940. But I actually went to a horse race, point to point. I don't know if you know what that is in England, but I brought these with me, and it was very interesting because there was guys there, some friends of mine, and they had like the newer modern type binoculars, and I'm there with my 1940 ones, and mine were clearer and a lot better, if you ask me, than their ones. So I was like, you're not getting them. But yeah, so I looked quite well. I looked like I knew what I was doing going around with my binoculars at a horse racing. Andrew Johnson, nice one, mate. Kenny, I do East and West German 11th or ACR and Air Force Police and BAO. Okay. Field glasses. Yeah, but binoculars by one, or what Mark 1 binocular. What was it saying that they used to have in the army? The Mark 1 eyeball. Yeah, nothing beats a Mark 1 eyeball. Which is true. It's true saying nothing does beat a Mark 1 eyeball. But yeah, so they were kindly gifted to me by Stan. And then I got another set in a deal from, was it Andrew? It was either Andrew Johnson or Gary Hall. I got another set of binoculars in a gift as well. I do like using vintage binoculars, military or civilian, using history in today's world. Exactly. That's exactly it. And I, in today's day and age, reduce, reuse, and recycle. It's very cool when you can take out a pair of binoculars and they're like, people are going, oh, they're very nice. Where did you get them? Or what? And you can tell them, oh, they're World War II binoculars. And they're like, oh, no way, they're still working. They're like, yeah, sure, here, look through. Which I find is very funny. I did see getting away from the military side of things. Like the Antiques Roadshow and stuff. There are or Bargain Hunter, one of these things. But I never knew there was specific opera glasses. They have like a little handle, and you flip these things over, and like you just watching the opera. But there was a guy, and he had these binoculars anyway, and they're tiny. They're literally maybe that size. Say this size, they're about that size. What's that? If I was to cover up, and they literally just go to both your eyes, and you have like a little handle with them. And it's like $2.5 grand or something for these binoculars, which is weird. Because they're like whatever 10 by magnification, and that's it. They're set you can focus them, but like that's about it. But what is the magnification on these ones? 25 or something? Because I know these ones have. Stan was probably roaring at his telly going 6 by 6. Something Prism number 3's Mark 2 by 6 number 34400. So I presume they're 6 times magnification. Kershaw and Son, Leeds. Take down my other ones now here for the sake of it, and we'll have a look at them as well. Seeing as we're talking about binoculars. I have them on my shelf with my really important stuff, like my SAS bottle of port. Yeah, reserve port. That will never be opened because I don't think I'll ever get another one. Came from the Sergeant's Mess. Right, so these are the same, are they? No, these are different. These actually don't have the reticule in them. These are 1945. They're by 6 as well. Number 2 Mark 3. These ones are made by, I don't know, Stan, you probably know better. Do you know who that maker is? If I hold it to the camera, will it focus? Focus. Focus. Ugh. No, I don't think it's going to focus. It's like a H and a B in a circle. But yeah. I think it was either Gary or Stan, or Gary or Andrew to give me them. I know Stan definitely gave me the other ones. Sorry, more questions coming in on here. I won't say no, Andrew. Oh, hang on. Hey Kenny, I have some German issue maps if you want them. I won't say no, Andrew. Makes great display piece. I actually got a load of them off of him as well. At the Live in History UK Festival, I still have them here. I need to get them framed up. Bundeswehr maps, and I need to do a video on that one. I actually have a World War II Hereford map, because Andrew knows that I like collecting SAS stuff and things like that, and he came across a Hereford map, and he actually it's a wartime issue anyway, Hereford map. So I need to do a video on that as well. So yeah, I'll give you a shout on Messenger and get them sent to you. David, what do people drink? Guinness. Dave, Guinness. Nothing else but Guinness. Stan drinks green tea / DDRT / beer / wine, whiskey, port, vodka, the occasional cup of tea and coffee. Legend, thanks. Do you have a ringing? Do I have a ringing reticule on them? These ones, the ones you sent me, have a reticule. It's like the lines, so you can judge distance on them. The other one, there's no reticule, so they're wartime dated. But as far as I looked into it, if they have no reticule, they have been redone post-war for the civilian market. So basically, they had the bodies of these things all over in warehouses or whatever, and they sold them off to the civilian market. So one has a reticule. This one, the 1942 one. This one has a reticule, and that is the one that was made in Leeds, which is just the lines. You have one big line and you have shorter little lines. But the other one, there's no reticule at all in it. I'll send you a picture of that maker later on, Stan, because I just seen there that you can't see the reticule. I will live forever, Stan. I have Soviet and Russian Army field glasses with reticles. They're the only two pairs of binoculars I have, both British. I don't really need binoculars. Not that I don't need them. I just never went down the mark of collecting them. Couldn't see the maker. Yeah, I'll send you pictures then. Oh, my DDR-T Carl wires Jenna ones do. Carl wires Jenna ones do, and my chick ones as well. Look great. They do. They're bang on. They're fine. Yeah, I got some maps from Andrew. I do like a map and flags and helmets and binoculars and DX. It's a sickness then. It's not a sickness. It's it is. I suppose it is a sickness, but it's a hobby in the fact. Actually, Stan, I have it here on the floor. This will be number what for you when I get around to sending it. Very unusual one. It's on its way to you. Will be on its way to you soon. But yeah, it's an inheritance. Like, I mean, everything that I have collected, like I tell my family members, oh, stop spending your money on this stuff. But I buy stuff at a good price, and God forbid, touch wood, something happens to me in the morning. I know that they can sell my mannequin here behind me, straight behind me, for with his flat jacket, his web, and his uniform, and the whole lot on him, probably £1,000. My RUC man, probably a bit more, but because he's got the body and armor and everything, he's close to 2,000. Original belt, uniform, jacket, hat, everything, radio, handcuffs, complete, probably about 2,000. My original World War II M1 helmet, probably about another €200. My Finnish helmet, another probably €200. If they got 50, 60 quid for each of my helmets that I have there, you know, it's inheritance. My RUC Cork Riot helmet, they go for about 400 sterling straight. So yeah, so it's an inheritance. People. God forbid, if something happens to me, it's an investment. These things, they're harder to get, and they're going to get more expensive as time goes on, which is good as well. It's a slippery slope. It is a very slippery slope. Darren, evening, guys. Hello, how are you? Stan, yeah, I got a pair of Predators the other week for £10 or so. Makers marks, print painted over black, and ringing reticule, not present, 1942 dated. They still work well. Yeah, exactly. Bargain Stan. Yeah, that was that helmet. That would be 67 or 68. Yeah, that's yours. That's on the way to you, Stan. It's an Australian one. It barely fits me, so it's not going to fit you, but yeah. And the weird thing about the Australian helmets, I'll just show you, Stan, is you can actually buckle it from that side or that side. You can take off the buckle completely if you want. Yeah. Helmet, ground troops, parachute is lightweight. Pasget, size small. That's definitely not going to fit you. but you can have it because I'm trying to downsize the collection at the minute. Good kill, Stan. Cheers, Dave. Best not left the Mrs. Snow, John. You might not survive the stream. She has sort of a love-hate relationship with my collection. It does bother her when I do get stuff, but she knows it keeps me happy, I suppose, if that's the way you want to see it. But is the 79 or 68 the size? Serious question. When do you know when it's time to stop collecting? You never will stop collecting. Never ever. You'll never stop collecting. I'll never stop collecting, I don't think. I might collect different aspects of different things, but I'll never stop collecting, I don't think. Yeah, if that answers your question, but possibly me, I'm not going to stop collecting. You'll always be tipping away. You might downsize the collection or just stick to rare items or more expensive items. Like Danny, my best friend Danny. Danny collects a lot of World War II stuff, Cold War stuff, but his main big passion would be medals, military medals, and military vehicles. Believe it or not, Danny collects military vehicles. He's got a Willys Jeep, and is his Willys or Ford? No, his is Willys Jeep, and he has a Land Rover. He had a Wimic, but he sold that. So yeah, I don't think the collecting will ever stop, and for me anyway. Aussie one small wrong fits 10 is a Kevlar. Yeah, it's Kevlar. Full Kevlar one Stan. It's never time to stop. No, it's never time to stop. Dave, I think the lads there are telling you what when it no longer burns with a passion. You can slow down, like you can slow down or say, but like I'm always constantly like looking at secondhand shops or looking at car boot sales and things like that, and you're always going to pick up something small, if you get me. Or like those boxes that just arrived in from Danny. That he was clearing out his shed, and he said, "Look, there's stuff here that I have that I don't want. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, send it on." And like he sent me stuff that I didn't know he was sending me, like that punch book. Like I need to do a video on. I really need to do a video on that punch book, and I might actually bring it with me tonight because I'm working tonight, and have a look through it. But yeah, but you might slow down, but I don't think you'll ever quit. Or you start to smell really bad. Everything I hear, the sound of a pound coin hitting the inside of a tin. That's my German World War II M40 helmet going up in price. Yeah, like some people have the holy grails. Like my RUC Riot helmet. It is. I'll show you, I suppose. Let you know what I'm talking about. This was my holy grail, my RUC Riot helmet. I was after one for years and years and years and years, and whenever I seen one, I used to get outbid or things like that, be it at auctions and stuff like that. And it just so happened that Gary Hall had a spare one, and we did a deal for it, and I got it. So yeah, so that was my holy grail. What's my holy grail now is actually an original SAS beret. Doesn't have to be from any particular time period, but I would love to have an original one. You can get reproductions. Nothing wrong with reproductions. I would possibly never wear it, but it's good to have for displays and things like that. Like I have a Para one that is an original one that was kind of gifted to me by a fella from One Para. But yeah, my holy grail is that I want to do now at the minute is I want to try and put a collection because I have Para. So I have a Para, which is this one. I have a few Para ones. So like that's the black and cat badge. I want to do a picture frame, whereas I want was a parrot at one side with its stable belt. Um, Royal Marine Commandos, SAS above the para, because a lot of paras end up in the SAS. And SBS with their stable belt, and the their beret. So you'd have SBS beret, SAS beret, stable belt, para beret, stable belt, Marines and stable belt, just as a collection, because they're the, shall we? I don't want to say top tier, but they're the sort of like the elite of the British Army. I know people say, "Oh, the Gurkhas and the Guards and stuff like that," but the Royal Marine Commandos, it's in their name. Paratroopers, it's in their name. SAS and SBS, obviously. You have other ones now, like the Ranger Regiment and the Reconnaissance Regiment and stuff like that. I don't know enough about them to start collecting them. But yeah, so that's my next holy grail that I'm trying to do. So I've got my one holy grail item. My next now will be the SAS original one, possibly an SBS original one. I might get a reproduction, a good reproduction, initially for a while, and we'll see how that goes. And then, obviously, if an original one comes up. I guess when I saw the missus in tears the other day at the amount of kit in my loft, it hit home a bit. Yeah, it can. It can. You do, for this hobby, you need to have, I won't say an understanding partner, but you need to. You need to. I don't always get it right. Don't get me wrong. I'm no saint. You need to have a common balance, I suppose, between family and the collection. Like, you're not spending money on the mortgage that you could be spending on the collection. Don't always. I trust me. I've went. I have 20 quid left in my bank account, and there is this, and I've bought it on a whim, and then went. I've no money left now. But look, it is what it is. I'm trying to downsize. I've been trying to downsize the last couple of weeks. The collection, more streamlining it. Maybe that could be an option for you, Dave. Or sorry, who answered that question? Darren. Maybe that could be an option for you. But yeah. Jake Brown, hello from Malta. Hello, Jake. How are you? Maltese Falcon has arrived. The JBC is in the house. Jake Brown collection. The problem is every time you see something, you, like me last week, charity shopping, diecast scrap, with our diecast scrap about £4, had to buy it unvaluable. Yeah, there are some things like you do need to jump on, because you won't see them again. SAS beret, SAS staple belt, SBS stable belt. You just don't see them that often. So when you do see them, you do need to pounce and you do need to jump on them. But I'm trying to get rid of an awful lot of DPMs and camouflage stuff. Like, do I need 68 pattern jackets? No, I don't. I need 1, 2 possibly for maybe a mannequin, or maybe to have on a hanger that I can put on a mannequin, and 1 for reenactment and things like that, or live in history. But yeah, you don't need millions of the same thing, if you get me. Luckily, you found a book of matches. Good kill. Sorry, I went too high. Our anniversary is tomorrow. Oh, you and your partner. Very good. Have a good time. I hope you stay out of trouble. Just keep the kit out of the wife's way. That's what I do. But then again, she still moans like hell. Yeah, you do need to. Look, I'm not going to give anyone relationship advice, because, Jesus, as I said, I'm no angel. It's give and take, really, guys. It is give and take. You need to she wants to go do something, let her go do it, or he wants to go to do something, let him go do it. It just makes life a lot easier. Happy wife, happy life. Did you ever hear that saying? Smuggling stuff into the house is a great sharpener for tradecraft. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I suppose just be honest. Say, look, yeah, I got this, whatever. I don't know. There's an Aussie guy on YouTube, Trooper Cody, and the Sarge. He does historic, etc. He does history, etc. He recommended the 1970s book Das Patches about the Vietnam War. I bought a copy for £3. Oh, you have to send me pictures that cover that, Stan, if you don't mind, please. Dave, the origins of state terror. The origins of state terror is very good at finding things, but I'm just a bit better at hiding things. I already tried that, Stan. Problem is, if anything happened to me, she would possibly start a cherry shop without realizing its value. I'll tell you what I do, guys. See this? This is my book. So everything that I have in my collection is in this. And the value, the correct value of what it is. So God forbid, if anything happens to me, they can come into my office, take that and go, okay, well, John reckons that this lead is worth €1,000. This lead's worth €1,500. That helmet's worth €200 or €300, whatever. And yeah, so that's what I do. It's an inventory, I suppose. Inventory. Read that book years ago, Stan. Really good book. Oh, I don't have that book. I must look it up. I buy most things if the price is right, so I could just give it away in trade later. Yeah, exactly. A lot of stuff is traded. I do an awful lot of trading with stuff as well. So there you go. Yeah. Does that mean that you may have 60th pattern jacket for sale, Kenny? Kenny, I do have 60th pattern jacket for sale. If you would like one, just give me a message. No hassle. Cheers, Andrews. Yeah, I am looking forward to it. Dave, the touch of the Blarney Stone is a good thing. Yeah, gift to the Gab. Jake, righto, fellas, it's 9:30 here and I'm almost 30 degrees and I've been up since 4. Have a great evening. Jake, have a good one. Have a good holiday. Enjoy yourself. Stay out of trouble. Look for a book called Nam by Mark Barker Baker. It's a cracking read too. Okay. Sunblock, mate. Sunblock. Take care. Have fun. Cheers, Dave. Stan. Yeah, my wife said she will get a skip. I really need a book like John here. Yeah. I suppose it's because I'm ex-military and stuff like that. Like I wrote my will at 17 years of age. I know I'm not invincible. I know that one day, not for a long time, hopefully touch wood, I will meet my maker. So I'd be very practical that way. When it comes to things like that and personal admin and things like that. Sorry for sounding a bit morbid there, guys. Splash on the brute, Jake. Oh God, that brute! I can still smell it. Guard that book with your life. Yeah, I do. You were welcome, mate. Andy, absolutely. Dave, I've got an inventory, but not including prices. I like the idea, John. Exactly. It's a very, very good thing to do. As I said, God forbid, touch wood, something happens to you or something happens to the collection. Even insurance wise, if you want to insure the collection, it's good to have. Yeah, I bought John. This is from Stan Andrew Johnson. Yeah, I bought it years ago, and it was a keeper for me. I just traded it out to YouTuber Blitz 1944. the other week. Okay. Kenny, I've bought job lots and kept it what I want and give away the other bits. Loads. Yeah, hey, I've done the same. My own helmet. Hello, everyone. Long time no see. Hello, my old helmet. How are you keeping? I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're doing well. I need to ensure my collection since I've been modified. Since it's been modified. I'm trying to be late when I have to have an interview without coffee. He, she, then, them, or it. Yeah. So, guys, as I said, I am working tonight, so I'm going to cut the live a bit early. It's 9:15 now. So, if any of you want to give me a few final comments or questions, I'll probably log off in about 5 minutes. Because I said I am working tonight and I need to get stuff sorted. And I need to send a picture of that mark to Sten. Is what I need to do. So yeah, so as I said, I will be at the Naas Racecourse Military Fair on Sunday. It's on all weekend actually. It's on. It's starting today. No, what day is today? Yeah, today's Friday. So I started today. It's on tomorrow. No, sorry, the guys are starting to arrive tonight. It's on tomorrow and it's on Sunday. So I will be there Sunday, hopefully bright and early Sunday morning. I'm meeting Jude there. That's why he's not online tonight. I'll be meeting Jude there. Hopefully do a few videos, do a video of the overall show, and yeah, see how things go. Right, guys, the comments is quieting down, so we'll give you just another second there if any of you want to put up a question. If not, I'll log off, call it quits for tonight, so I can get myself ready for work. Fuck, I'm very quiet, lads. Oh, nothing happening. Right, so guys, have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Have a safe weekend. Be careful out there. If you're going to shows at the weekend, drive safe. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all next week in a second. Have you a good one and good hunting. I hope you have a glass at lunchtime. No problem, guys. Enjoy. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dave. Guys, I'll see you all. Good night. Take care. If you're going to a show at the weekend, safe driving. Have a good time. And we'll see you all same time, same place, same channel, 8 o'clock next Friday. Enjoy.